Hey guys, we are rolling. It might sound a bit different without Millie introing us.
Oh my God, is that not Millie talking?
No, it's not Millie, it's Keeley. So apologies in advance if we're a bit scrambled, but we forgot to say last week that it was Millie's last episode. I feel really, really bad about it. Forever. Nah, just
Kidding.
until she has this baby.
Yeah, she's on bed rest in Newcastle.
Okay, and I will say, you called it home arrest the other day.
House arrest.
House arrest.
Because it's genuinely like house arrest for her. She's got to stay indoors, close to home.
Indoors?
Well, not really, but like she's got to stay close to home because she's going to pop soon. She's going to be bored out of her brains. That is house arrest for her.
Yeah, it is. But I'm sure she'll give herself like 13 hours of work and jobs to do at home.
She'll be making 4-course meals.
4-course, yeah. Entrees for Adam for every meal. They'll be all organic. She's probably starting a veggie patch in the backyard.
Yeah, she's doing things.
She's doing a lot more than both of us, that's for sure.
But yeah, so she needs to stay in Newcastle because this baby is due at any minute. And so now we're going to have a guess about when we think it's because we don't know if it's a boy or a girl.
Yeah.
When they're due.
When they're due.
So when do
All
you
right, so her actual due date
is the 12th of September.
September, yep. I have a feeling this baby is going to come in August. And I think it's a boy. I'm thinking
August.
they're 31 days in August because I think it's going to be the 31st of August.
Okay.
And baby boy is I felt boy the whole way along. I just think she looks
31st.
way too good for it to be a girl. I've heard the girls steal the beauty out of you.
So 11 more days.
11 more days, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to say the 10th of September. I don't
Ooh,
think.
early too.
Yeah, but not that early that you're thinking. But yeah, the 10th of September for me.
Gender?
I want girl. Not that I care, but like, I think because everyone's saying boy.
Yeah.
So, throw in the girl
Yeah.
in there.
Gosh.
But she does
A
look
girl
too
would be
good.
so cute. Like,
I know.
baby girl. But,
So cute. So 31st and the 10th.
Charlie? September the 9th.
And
Boy.
Okay, whoever gets the closest, will shout the coffee.
Okay. I
Done.
like it. I like it. Anyway, yeah, we felt real bad. We didn't wish off Millie last week and
Wish her well.
that was slack of us. That was really slack.
Shout out Millie.
Shout out Millie. I'm sure she's listening at home while she's doing her chores.
Sure,
Checking-
she's eager for this episode to drop.
Yeah, well, I'm actually sure she is listening because she's like, hopefully these girls don't ruin this podcast while I'm gone.
That's true.
Gone for what, 4 weeks, and hopefully it's still up and running, you know? Anyway, this week's episode, is it episode? Yeah, this week's episode, we're very lucky to be joined by Jess Elliston. She's such a legend.
She is Jess Elliston from the Gold Coast Titans, good friend of the show. We hear a little bit more about, quick little chat about her footy life and life up on the Goldie in winter, and a little bit of what she does in the off field. So yeah, good chat with her. She's always such a good laugh.
Yeah, for people who don't know her, she's just like full of energy. She's great, but we don't talk
ADHD energy.
ADHD energy. Yeah, we don't talk too much, but she's a very decorated player. She's played current Australian Jillaroo, State of Origin player for Queensland, played for Brisbane Broncos and the Gold Coast Titans.
Yep, one player of the match, game 3 this year.
Yes.
So yeah, she's got a long list of resume on her.
Definitely one of the best front rowers in the game.
For sure.
So yeah, we really appreciate her coming on and appreciate Westpac for giving us the time to spotlight Jess Elliston this week.
Yes. Moving on, should we chat about the rounds?
The
coming
weekend's
up?
fixtures.
Yes.
Gosh, that sounded like Millie. Weekend's fixtures. From the weekend just gone, round 7. It's a good round of footy. First game was the Sharks Titans down at Shark Stadium.
Shark Park.
Did you watch this?
Yeah, this one was a close one. Last round of Indigenous round, we got to see the likes of Caitlin Johnson come back, which, all right, shout out to CJ. 11 weeks post having baby. She had a beautiful little girl and she's back on the footy field. Like, sorry, that is just the craziest thing I've ever heard.
It's insane. Like, I feel like when I was younger in the comp, there was mums that came back probably like not so soon, but there were mums playing, and I just didn't think of it as a huge deal. Now that I'm older, I'm like, it is so incredible, and I think we're going to see it more and more happen, but it's not going to get any less amazing. Like 11 weeks after she's given birth to a little baby girl, she's back playing. I'm like,
exactly. I think even when Sammy came back to play with us and she had her baby maybe 7 months before she started training with us and playing, which I thought was absolutely insane as well. But the hard thing is there's not a lot of like information about return to play.
Yeah.
There's always a return to play after injury if you do your ankle, your knee or something like that. But with pregnancy, it's really up in the air and it's up to you and how you feel, which is I'm really excited to see how, the game moves forward and across all sports where females are coming back to sport after having babies and, just learning a bit more information and having a bit more of a guidelines to come back.
Well, it's going to be super interesting because it is so individual of how like the birth happens or and like how the whole pregnancy is. So I feel like it's such an interesting thing, and I feel like it's also positionally like the demands on a front rower is completely different to a winger. So I wonder how much that comes into consideration with it all. But no, just a massive shout out to CJ. Like.
Yes. Very impressive. And, even to see Mill come back next year and Rakia Horn. Yeah. Rakia still has abs even though she's got fucking twins in her tummy.
Ridiculous.
So, she's just so impressive as well, and both Mill as well. So exciting times for the NRLW and seeing these mamas come back.
Yeah, very inspirational.
Yes. Sharks ended up getting the win over Titans.
It was a very evenly matched game though. It was a good battle. I feel like very evenly matched. Sharks just got the win, but I think Emma Veron at the back, she just added that extra bit of class.
Yeah, they didn't have the likes of Chapo as well, and Lani was back playing fullback, and I know she doesn't really play that as much, but she did have a good solid crack at it, and her return with the ball was she was running really hard. So yeah, it was a really tough game, but Sharks got that win. On to the next game, Bronx and Eels.
Yeah, Bronx were really dominant. I feel like Eels have had a few injuries and, Bronx were just really, really good in that game. Very dominant. It was 38-4. That was up at Suncorp. Always hard to beat. Breezy up at Suncorp too.
Yeah, their execution on their players, they just look very silky. I think Robbo had a bit of a field day that game. So
yeah, actually I saw highest ever fantasy points in the NRLW game.
I did see that. What was it, 118 or something?
Yeah. I'm not really across the fantasy points and how much is a lot, but apparently that's the most ever. She had ridiculous run meters, like a try assist, 2 tries, like some crazy stats. But Robbo's been playing so good and positional change for her in at the centres.
It's pretty crazy because I feel like she's always been an out-and-out winger. Yeah. Not an out-and-out winger, but she has just dominated that position for so long, and she is so threatening in the air. So I think to see her move into centre, it was like a bit, why would they do that? But she's just really owning that position there. So it's really good to see.
Yeah, it's unreal. She's a champion player, like
champion athlete.
Yeah, absolutely. This next game, which was absolutely insane.
Yes.
Didn't watch the whole thing, but got to see glimpses. Warriors had 2 send-offs, both in
the first half.
The first half, so 24 minutes in, and I think 26 minutes in, and not 10 minutes in the bin, full send-off. So they were playing with 11 for about 40 minutes, and it was still 16-20. Raiders won.
This is crazy because Warriors looked like the better team when they had 11 players in patches, it was, terrible weather, pouring down rain.
Probably suits both teams though. They're both from used to not playing in great weather.
And it probably helped Warriors as well because Raiders weren't able to shift the ball as much. So, that did help them. It was just more of a power game. But yeah, crazy that there's only a 4-point difference in that. And I'm pretty sure Emma Packy, she missed 2 kicks as well. So it would have been a draw if she was able to slot those. But again, such a very heated game.
Oh yeah, same amount of tries. Yeah, didn't realise that, 4 apiece. Yeah, but unreal for Raiders, got their first win. Yeah. Sometimes it just takes that first win to get the season rolling for them, or to get a few more wins under the belt. So regardless of how they won, they got it done, and I think that will be important for them moving forward. All right, next game. Okay, I called this. I'm just going to say Tigers v Dragons. I had a feeling Tigers have been playing really, really good footy. Regardless of the result, they were completing really high. I just felt like in this game, I only saw the highlights and a few more pieces of the game, but it was 16-12. I think they were just desperate for a win too. Yep. Really, really desperate. They made a few positional changes or swaps.
Yes, Caitlin Turnbull out the back of fullback. I love that. I absolutely love that switch. She's just so quick, and I feel like the way they play, her sweeping out the back, it was a good change. And then having Jatea, she's more of a, she still is very young, but more of a senior player. I feel like she's had a few more games under her belt, and so being able to put her into the halves really helped their team.
Well, they're both really threatening runners.
Yeah.
I think Caitlin as well, like other side of the ball defensively, she's so competitive. She stopped like 3 tries just from her being so fast and so competitive. It was like that, you're not scoring.
Yeah,
like,
and I think she has that just that never give up play on attitude, because I think Dragons dropped the ball over the line, and she just picked it up and ran 70 metres.
Yeah, and people were watching it for like 10 seconds, and then she's like, kind of goes in like, can I pick this up? And then just runs 70.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
That was just really good to see. She's just playing to the whistle, and
I feel like she's a player that you'd want to play with.
Exactly.
You just know she's giving you her best effort every week.
Yes, really good to see Tigers get their first win as well. Also, good friend of the show, Kezi, with the bloody 50-metre dash. Shout out, Kez.
Shout out, Kez. I spoke to her on, what day did we play? I spoke to her on Monday yesterday, or 2 days ago, and she was saying after that run she needed like a 10-minute. She went back out to the edge. She was like, I was getting my breath back for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But she, like, we see it all the time, but she's so quick. I don't think people understand how quick she is. She's like an outside back with how quick she is, but she's 6 foot tall and very, very strong. So I'm not surprised she's making those breaks.
Nice, Kez. Next game, our game, 30-14. Thoughts on the game?
Wasn't our best. We've learned a few things from it, but overall, like,
it was a tough game.
It was tough.
Was always tough.
Probably doesn't reflect, the score doesn't reflect.
No, definitely not.
How tight it was.
I will say though, I've asked what the score was about fucking 3 or 4 times to you.
You go,
okay, the scoreboard's sitting on top of the actual screen of play.
Yeah.
So whether it looks like I'm looking at myself in the screen, I'm just trying to figure out what the score was, because I was like, what is the score? Because I was really nervous it was getting close.
Yeah.
Once they scored their last try. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so
I was doing the same, to be fair.
My issue.
I constantly look up there just to check usually what the score is, how long's to go, those kinds of things.
Are you sure you weren't looking how good you looked on your 50th game?
I'm sure I was looking hideous. I had a low pony. I looked like a little rat's tail. Oh, it was bad look.
Big 50. So how was it? Talk us through. Are you happy that you got it done? I know leading into the game, Cheeky was not letting us speak about it whatsoever. Didn't want to put it in any bad juju into the world, that she wouldn't make it on the field.
Just feel like, obviously it's really cool that 50 games is there, but it makes me uncomfortable, But I will say it's Doozy's 50th this weekend.
Is it?
Yes, and she is an OG.
Yeah, she is an OG.
Brisbane Broncos, been there from the start. Yes, I'm glad this week can be about her,
Housewife enthusiast as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
Never pick it. Anyway, shout out Doozy. But no, I feel like learn a bit about the game, or learn a bit from the game. Yeah. We'll move on. Cows Dogs. Cows are looking so good. They won 22-6 and they're just looking very well balanced across the park.
Yeah.
Feel like Jakaya made a few very good tackles as well.
Yeah, she is she's not little, but you would think she was little on the field. Yeah. She's so strong. Yeah, she made so many try-saving tackles. But yeah, she's like Caitlin Turnbull, she's such a competitor.
Yeah.
And she'll compete on everything. Even I remember when we'd train at Origin, she'll just be competing on everything. So yeah, she's always a player that you want to have in your team. Yeah, really good to see the Cows winning another game. That'll be a really tough one. We've got them next week.
Yeah, up in Townsville. Exciting. All right, that was a lot of footy chat. We usually don't do that much with Mill on. She's wrap up the footy. Footy. Do you want to go into this week's games, just a quick win or loss? So we'll go through this week, round 8. Can I just say it's gone very quick this season?
Super quick.
Scary.
But we still have a few games left, which is
plenty.
wild.
Plenty of games left. Good. All right, a couple good matchups. So we've got the Dogs and Raiders.
Playing at Belmore. Fun. Is this our first Belmore game?
And is this a double header?
No.
Oh.
It's the last game at Belmore.
No way.
Really?
Because it's getting redone, isn't it?
Yeah, they're building a centre of excellence. So it's the last game at Belmore until it's all been renovated.
Okay, do Bulldogs
so for
have a
years
centre of
and years,
excellence?
they're getting one built at Belmore.
I thought they already had like a really good
Nah, they're
facility.
getting something built at Belmore.
Okay.
So it's all getting renovated.
Sorry.
There's something being built at Belmore, everybody.
Centre of
The centre of
excellence is getting built at
yeah,
Belmore.
yeah, and it's the last game. So Dogs have done a big push to try and get people to go to it as well.
Ah, interesting. Well,
Wow.
Doggies
Well,
versus Raiders.
I'm tipping Dogs then, lots of passion behind this one.
Lots of passion. I'm going to go Raiders.
All right.
I think it'll be a tight game.
This will be a good game.
Oh, actually, sorry, Alexis is back.
Yeah.
Alexis is back in the middle, and I feel like she's imperative. for
They
them.
have missed Alexis.
Yeah.
I will
All
say.
right. Sorry, Raiders. I'm swapping my
Jumping
guess,
ship.
but it'll be a tight game. All right. We got Titans Dragons. Gosh, there's some good matchups this week,
are.
and that's at Seabus. I've got Titans in that game. I think Seabus is such a home advantage for them. The hot weather, like which we spoke about with Jess, it's seriously like 6 degrees hotter in that stadium because of the way it's built. It's like a little sauna.
Genuinely, this year wasn't too bad because we had a bit of cloud coverage. But last year it was seriously like 35 degrees
Yeah,
in there.
I think it was like 36 or 38. It was ridiculous.
so bad. So I'm going to be tipping the Titans too.
Yeah, beautiful. All right. We got our
Roosters,
game next.
Eels,
It's a double header with the
hopefully
men's
us.
game, which is pretty cool.
Yes, that is cool. We playing before?
Yep, we're playing before. So Roosters, Eels. Anyway.
Hopefully we get that one.
Okay, another good game. Knights, Bronx.
I'm excited for this one. Up at Newcastle. It's always hard going to Newey.
I hate playing
We're
at
around.
Newey.
Yeah, it's just, a tough drive for us, but it's always the home ground advantage for Knights because they have such passionate supporters.
Well, it's probably the biggest home ground advantage in the women's game,
Yeah,
I'd say.
I agree. I think this one's tough. I'm gonna go Bronx. of
Bronx?
course.
Yeah, super tight game. I've got Bronx as well. All right. Wars and Sharks. And that's at Hamilton.
Yes, in New Zealand. I'm gonna go Warriors. Let's go. I think
They've got
they'll
a
be
few players
fired up.
back.
Appy's back. Yeah.
Also, Michaela Breaks just announced her pregnancy.
How good. How good to see.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show. Congrats.
Yeah, massive congratulations. So exciting.
That is exciting.
But they would have got a lot out of last week too, to play with 11 and to be able to score tries. That's ridiculous. And they've, like I said, got a few players back. I am going to go Sharks, but it'll be tight.
Yeah. And Tigers Cowboys. Who are you tipping? Leichhardt. I'm going Cows. They're on a really good roll. They're in the top 4, which is really cool to see.
Yeah. Oh, they're going to be hard to beat.
They are.
I'm going to go Tigers. I'm going to back my girls, Tigers. Got me the win last week.
Nice. A really good matchup, Jakaya and Caitlin.
Yes.
I think that'll
they're
be
very
really
like
good
for
to
like
see.
kind of players,
Yeah.
I feel.
I would love to see them over 100-metre dash,
Ooh, hopefully a few runaways, which could happen.
potentially.
Yes. All right, that wraps us up for round 8. Let's move on from footy. I feel like we've done a lot of footy chat. Move on to recommendations of the week.
Reckos, are we talking about anything else?
Have you got anything else to talk about?
What do we usually talk about?
I got something.
Ooh,
I heard that there was an amazing MC at the Sydney Roosters game for the men.
yeah. Yes, very true. How was that? That was last week's game against the Dogs. That was a big game too to MC.
Huge game. It was actually really, really fun. I got a call from Glenn Hawke, who usually does the MCing at our games in Newey. And he was, supposed to do the boys' game and just had the idea to bring me in for Indigenous round. And obviously because I play for the Roosters, it was more of a closer connection than just having, some random person come in and do a little interview style with him on the field. So he thought that would be a cool idea and wanted to run it past me if I would be happy to do it. And just thought that would actually be really, really fun. And it was a big game and it was actually so much fun. I feel like it's more pressure to do like a Channel 9 or Fox interview than that, because like at the end of the day, I'm just doing an interview on the field. It's comes up on the big screen when you're at the game. So,
but it's for the whole game. Like you were,
but like who's actually listening? That's what I kept thinking.
You did say that, and I'm like,
because you were stressing me out. You're like, are you not nervous? Are you not? And I'm like, genuinely, like when you go to the footy with your friends, who's actually listening on the screen? That's what I was just trying to tell myself.
Okay.
But no, we just did the pre-game. So a couple of interviews before the game. It was a massive setup because it was the Gardu gathering all weekend. So there was 4 games over the weekend. So they took out some seats at one end of the stadium and put a stage there, which was really cool. So we just did pre-game up there, spoke about the jersey. I also did pre-record interviews with Connor and the artist who did the boys' jersey the day before. So that was playing. It was really cool to do like interview style, be the interviewer. I think.
That's so cool. And you can't do the bloody podcast. You're not going to take over from really pushing me to do it.
Well, I'm trying to broaden your skills.
I'm happy with my narrow skill set over here.
No, but I actually did the first time doing the interview. That's actually really hard.
Yeah.
It's a very impressive skill that Millie is so good at it.
Yeah.
Because it's really hard to roll in from one question to the other without keeping it so broad.
Yes, that transition.
Yeah. But no, it was really fun. So that played, and then we had the Kari singers and we had some dancers, and then Baker Boy at halftime, and then I just wrapped up the game at the end, was on the field, just finished off with an interview. But yeah, it was a huge game and it was such a close game, so I was really happy I was there.
Yeah. Tricky's playing well.
So good.
So good.
Yeah, so that was really fun.
Yes, do you think you'll want to do more of that in the future, or
I don't know,
more MCing in different events?
I like the MC. I feel like because it's not as much pressure, and I really loved the chaos on the field and like the behind the scenes behind the footy.
Yeah.
And not having the nerves about playing, like, and then you just see you really get an understanding of in Strangey when things aren't going to schedule, there's like annoying players, or talking to the coaches and like unnecessary, like you realize like on the other side, seeing it, how annoying it can be.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, when I was on the field, like Robbo walked past and just wouldn't talk to him because I'm like, he's in the zone. Like the players, they're just like so focused.
Yeah. You professional girl.
Yeah, it was really fun. I brought Morgs and her boyfriend, my sister and her boyfriend. So yeah,
what a
nice day
weekend.
out. Yeah, it was fun.
It's very fun.
Mm.
Anything else been happening for you?
That's about it for my weekend. Yeah, what about you?
No, but not much has been happening, but you know what I did the other day?
What?
And you do know because I've been telling you.
Is this your reco?
No, I got my ancestry back, guys.
Oh my gosh.
I've got my ancestry back and I am shocked.
Tell the listeners
Okay, let me get
just
it up.
what you are.
And what a coincidence. It came back like a few weeks early on cultural night.
Okay, it came back on Monday night and we had our multicultural night where you had to bring a plate of food from your heritage. Obviously, we were a bit late because we were already at training. So Cheeky was like, I didn't bring a plate from my heritage. She just brought her Aussie side.
Also, my phone died halfway through it, so I was not happy. I was like, could only just see it anyway. All right.
I already know what you are.
I
Can you
know.
not remember?
Oh, I can't get it up right now. I can remember. I just wanted to make sure it was smack bang on. All right, this is from memory. 30% Irish, which, okay, I knew I was pretty Irish. Hey? Keeley. Irish gypsy, though. My family are gypsies, yes, travellers. Anyway, that makes a lot of sense. I've knew that. Okay, this one got me. 28% Scottish.
That's wild.
That is wild. I didn't even know I had 1% Scottish. Anyway, I think it was something like 26% English.
Yes.
Knew that bit as well. Yep. Well, the Irish gypsies have a little bit of heritage about them. Thank you, Charlie. All right, then German, and Welsh.
Is this your petition to change eligibility to Ireland
Off the record, Ireland, if you'd
for
like
the World
me.
Cup?
I don't think they have a team. Anyway, 8%
Really?
German, 5% Welsh, and then a little bit of Norwegian.
So are you back on the conversation with, changing eligibility? Are you all for it now that you're Irish, German?
Well, you could always go to a tier 2 team anyway.
Yeah, but you know how a lot of people are changing to like Payne Haas?
Yep.
Samoa?
Mm-hmm.
People are kicking up a stink about it.
Yeah, I don't know why people are kicking up a stink about it.
You know what?
People should always be able to represent their heritage and their culture and where they're from.
Exactly. The people kicking up a stink don't have anywhere else to go. So that's why they're sad.
I agree. And
About
I
it.
tell you what, I just think good for the game, Let people
Ireland,
do what
get a
they
team
want to
in
do.
right
and
now.
yes, get a team, please.
That's
Anyway,
so
I was
cool.
really
What a fun
excited.
day.
I've still got a lot of research to do about it,
Yeah.
but
What's your traditional dish that you're going to bring for next year, multicultural night?
I don't even know. I'm going to have to do some research. Maybe potatoes.
Potatoes.
Yeah. Well, have you heard about, it's, yeah.
Okay.
About the Great Famine. I don't know much about it, but
Okay.
Cooper, my partner, he's very Irish. His grandma is actually.
You actually made a claim that you think you're more Irish than him,
Yeah, I am.
even though his Nana has a full Irish accent.
Yeah, she's literally lived her whole life in Ireland. And anyway, but I have said I'm more Irish than him. They are big on potatoes, I believe. Something about, Charlie, do you know about it? There was a famine or something.
Yeah, there was a famine. The potato famine. I'm actually called Irish. My granddad's Irish as well.
Someone's more Irish than you.
Yeah, I'm probably more Irish than you.
Actually, sorry, you know what? Can we do like the big St. Pat's Day next year?
Yeah, we should. Yeah, all going green.
I've always
yeah,
really wanted
yeah.
to do that.
No, but they had a big famine where like they had to only eat potatoes
Yeah.
because everything else was like not growing.
Yeah.
So everyone ate potatoes for like a long time.
Far
I think
out.
it was around when they had that civil war a bit as well.
Yeah. Know a bit about the Civil War anyway.
Nice.
But
Wow.
yeah, so I'm going to find out a lot about my Irish heritage. And you know what? I've always resonated with Irish people. That's why I gravitated towards Cooper, He's Irish-Italian.
You're there
Anyway.
for the Irish genes. Okay.
Irish, yeah, and Italian.
And you live in Coogee.
And I live in Coogee.
No wonder.
No wonder. Anyway, that's all the exciting news I have. Let's move on to recommendations that we're going to do
Yes.
about 15 minutes ago before we got chatting.
What is your reco of the week?
Okay, quickly. What camera is it, Charlie? This one? These shoes, Crocs. Now, I am a Puma girl. I am a Puma girl through and through, but I will say these waterproof bad boys are great in this weather, and they just put them on, pop them on. They look like little Birkenstocks, but very good. I think they're chef shoes, but they are so good with the wet weather. I wear them across to the footy, and they don't have holes in them. I feel like it's a bit stupid to have holes in the Crocs when you're walking in the wet.
That's not what I thought your reco for the week was going to be. I thought it was going to be your head-to-toe leopard print
I did that last week.
pajama outfit.
I did that last week.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Okay, well,
Yours?
my recommendation of the week is raw fish from Multicultural Night.
Oh, yeah?
What's that look on your face?
Oh, I just don't really love raw fish, but it's so good.
Have you ever even tried it?
Yeah, I have. Sashimi.
It's not actually like, there is raw fish in there, but it's like in coconut milk.
I know. I think it's the texture for me.
Okay.
Like-
Well, I love it. I made it and Tynes was licking the bowl, even though I was trying to save that for my lunch. But anyway, that's my record of the week.
Nice. Very good. Well, that's our first episode. Just us two done.
Just us two without Mill. Let us know your thoughts. If you would rather me talk or Keeley talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, we'll do a poll.
We'll do a poll. Yeah. But there's more to come. Next few episodes, Millie will still not be here. So
Yeah. Yep. And we do have a few more players to get on. We've got Cows, somebody from the Cowboys still, somebody from the Eels.
big surprise, big reveals.
Big reveals.
And who else?
Raiders
Raiders. And Knights.
and the Newcastle Knights.
More episodes to come. Thanks to Westpac for allowing us to spotlight these awesome players and Jess Elliston today.
Jess is a very decorated player, plays for the Australian Jillaroos, the Gold Coast Titans and the Maroons. Been around for years and years now. Not only a great player, great person. We found out quite a bit about her.
Yes, Jess is a true character of the game. She's a good friend of ours. We played alongside her for Jillaroos. But yeah, we get to dive in and get to know her a little bit more on and off the field, what she does away from footy. She's an awesome support worker, and yeah, really cares about that space. And yeah, we find out a little bit more about her engaged life and how long she's been engaged for.
And Jess Ellison also gave me one of the worst cooks I've ever had in my life. So thanks a lot, Jess Elliston.
And also thanks to Westpac for allowing us to spotlight these awesome players each and every week. It takes a little Westpac.
We haven't got Millie, so the intro, we're a bit nervous about it.
I reckon it's a new way. You've got this.
We just roll into it.
Roll in.
Roll straight in. Alrighty, Jess. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell the listeners how the season's been up on the Gold Coast. What's it like playing on the Gold Coast for NRLW? I feel like everyone down here is super jealous that you guys are at the beach every single day, living the high life. But how's the season been so far and how's the girls?
Look, the Goldie is beautiful. I actually don't love the beach. I love the beach, but I like rivers more. You wouldn't even know because I'm white as and I still need a tan from a bottle, but that's fine. Grateful to live here. No, it's been pretty good. It's been, the seasons when you're not winning all the time or like going up and down, it's always hard. But like I always say, like our group as like a bunch of girls, like we're so connected, which is really, really cool. And, it's a hard trot to lose games, but then to also win makes it so much sweeter. So, that's a bit of our season. We've got 4 games left, which is, a couple of home games, which you love. So, we're excited for the back end of the season.
Yeah, I will say your home ground is probably one of the best to play on. I feel like the atmosphere, it's always good weather up there. It's just, we played up there a couple of weeks ago now and it's always nice and warm. It's just a great home field.
So hot.
Yes.
I'm like, oh my God, why is it so hot?
Yeah.
All the time. And oh my Lord. But it's a really cool stadium and stuff. But I sometimes wish it was smaller, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, the Leichhardt or something like that where it's like that small and you can feel the crowd more. But it's still a good field.
Yeah, no, I do love playing up at Seabus, even though it's like a little sauna in there when you're on field at 12 o'clock in the day. But yeah, it's a good little vibe up there. And I love all the pre-game activations you guys do, which is always fun.
Yes.
Just back onto your footy team. I feel like this year you've had a bit of a turnaround with a lot of young girls coming in, maybe through due to injury. We've seen a fair few of the young girls, but is there somebody who's just been so impressive for you that's come into the squad that maybe necessarily hasn't played heaps of footy, but who's really impressed you?
Look, Rena, she's our centre. So last year she played a few of the games, either back in second row or centre wing. She played a bit of things, but this year she's just been a starter in our centre role. And holy moly, that girl can run. She is so strong. And like I'm trying to tackle her at training and she boofs me off. Like, but she's probably been one of the most consistent players for us. And, you know, I think each week she gets our 3-2-1s. You know, she just does a job and doesn't miss a step in that sense. You know, and I'm excited. There's a girl, Phoenix, which she's awesome. She's debuted this year and she's just going to be, you know, the more and more she plays, like, I just think she's going to be the next, like, you know, she's so strong, like, in everything she does. So I'm excited to see Phoenix grow in this game. Yeah, it's exciting. And she's Northern Rivers, which is so cool. Kernick, like, you would have worked with her at Tweed, and, you know, it's just so cool to see our Northern Rivers girls, you know, get that chance to show their talents.
Yeah, just on that, we did play Tweed together in the BMD competition, and it's really cool to see all those young 19-year-olds coming through and debuting or in the system and have development contracts. And I remember going down to their training sessions, the 19s, and just thinking, like, how do we get these girls to the Chooks?
I know. I was like, no, Murph, we need to move fast. They're coming. They're coming. You and Taryn. Oh, no. Someone needs to get in there. I was like, Murph, we need to move fast. Like, they're hard to stop, those two. Like, once they've got their mindset, we're going to lose. We need to go quick.
I know. Me and Taryn are still trying to work out ways, but it's really good to see them coming through. Phoenix example, when she debuted against us, absolutely killed it. Jocelyn's in the system with Savannah. So how is it having those girls around, and what are they like at training? I know when we were in the 19s training, they're a little bit shy, but they one thing I did take away from them, they really took on board everything me and Taryn had to say to them. They just really wanted to learn more footy.
Oh, 100%. Like, and, you know, I think the more and more you sort of talk, like, they've got these funny, like, they're funny. Like, they're actually, once they feel comfortable, I think they're not very shy. I mean, even when Phoenix got a debut jersey, like, I don't know, but when you get a jersey, I cry. I'm a bawling mess. Phoenix spoke like she was, like, running for president. Like, she was so clear. Every word she said was these huge words, and I'm there like, oh, I wish I could. Like, what? And so it's really cool seeing them. And, you know, I think preseason, it's always hard. Like, you go from school and going, like, go from that into, like, preseason of what NRLW is. And I think people sometimes don't understand how much of a difference it is, different levels. And, you know, it tests them, but they didn't shy away from it. They, you know, they just kept going and showing up. And, you know, it's really cool to see them come out of their shell and, you know, work hard and, you know, be around the girls and stuff. So, yeah, it is. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity they've got, and I'm so glad to see them in the system. But like I said, still trying to get them down to the
Get your hands off it, okay? Hands off it.
And Jess, just back to you and your footy. Tell us a bit about how you got into rugby league. I feel like everybody's journey is very different, and I'm keen to hear about how you got into it.
Mine was because I came from 7, so it was like didn't really know leagues whatsoever. Played it one season on the wing when I was like 15 or something. Had no idea.
Winger.
Then went to 7. Yeah, winger with headgear was cute.
With headgear.
Mm-hmm. With headgear, it's not a cute photo. And then it's sort of, we weren't able to keep playing, and then my dad had a big part in union at where am I talking? Palm Beach Alligators. And a few of us are like, I want to try footy, you know, and so he created a team at Palm Beach Alligators, and then from there we just did 7s. Me, Lily Dick, Pilly was there for a while, things like that, and then got into Aon, which isn't around anymore. That's how old it was. And then, I moved to Tweed, and one of my mates was playing at Tweed, and she said, oh, come down, you know, try league. And I was like, oh, I don't actually want to play, but it might playing with 7. Anyway, went to a couple of trainings, and then I was like, okay, cool, I'll have a crack, and played first game against East Tigers. I hated it, thought it was so stupid. I remember Kelsey, one of the girls, she's our trainer trial at the moment. I played against her, and I was like, oh my God, this is savage. Like, what is this? Anyway, yeah, just kept going, and, you know, made Origin, which like in the hindsight of it, like I love that I debuted and love and appreciate it, but I also wish that I had a bit more of an understanding of what Origin was and like had the, probably what I feel for it now back then, if that makes sense. Because I just thought of it like, I'd played Queensland for sevens, red, things like that. So it was like, oh, Origin, Queensland, yep, done that. Like, it's not much different. And now I'm like, holy moly, it is so different. And like just the understanding of it, like I just wish that, love my opportunity, but that I had a bit more grasp on it. And then, the rest is history. Like, wouldn't look back. Put on put on a few kilos now. I got Invisalign and I get a lisp. I can't do it sometimes. But yes, no. And I just wouldn't look back now at sevens. I absolutely love league and, moving like second row the first year. I was actually looking at my stats, and the first season, I think first season I played one game. The next season, my 4 games, I only made 29 meters as a second rower.
Wait, like average
shit?
per game?
Collectively.
Like, I'm pretty sure it's only...
Oh my gosh.
We've lost you. We got you back now. Sorry, we just lost you for the
you got me
last
back.
30.
I'm so
you're still
sorry.
a little bit frozen. Oh, gotcha.
You got me back?
We had you at 29 meters for the season.
I think it was 29 or 79 or one of those. All I know, it was under 100 meters for 4 games, and the post-contact was like 9 meters.
That's
so
crazy.
Poor Taryn, no wonder I got dropped from that. That was not good.
Jess, funny you say that. I actually remember I versed you. I was playing half at the time when I was at the Dragons. And
oh my God, I corked you.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Okay, it was the worst cork. I have a photo. Your knee is like 10 centimetres deep into my leg. It was the worst cork I've ever had in my life. And the worst part was I didn't even have the ball. It was long gone. And I'm going to be honest, I was like filthy about it for about a year because it fully just, when you get a cork and you just hit the ground and it's like a dead leg, that's what happened.
Oh,
that was my first impression.
At least you'll never forget about me. Now it's like, I'm like, oh, how did I find out? I remember like, I don't know. I was like, oh shit, like, why are you down? And like me not knowing, I legit would have just been like, oh, that's weird. Why are you down? Like, oh, it must have been a good hit. Nah, bitch, you didn't even, sorry, excuse my friend. You didn't even have the ball. I just was like, okay, cool, I'll get you.
Knee straight in the quad.
My Lord.
No.
So you owe me a cork. I will, when you're ready, you can get me back.
Okay, I'll take it. Back to the change. So who, or was it yourself that decided to go from back row into the middle, or was it a coach? Like, where did that decision happen?
Yeah, when I moved to Titans, I didn't want to go front row. Like, I remember I played front row in a Tweed game, and I ended up having a full-on meltdown. Like, my first go in front row at Tweed, I had a meltdown, and I had to go to the other field with CJ, who's our physio, and she had to go through breathing with me because I did not want to play front row, and I got smashed, and I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm like, I'm a little bit of a pussy.
No, you know what? I agree with you on that because I remember when I used to get, this was Harvey Norman, used to get flipped into front row. I just couldn't think of anything worse.
No, and like just the ball, it was not even off kickoff, it was like off a tap. And like I was used to running at halves, and I was like, yeah, me and you. Then I was running at big girls, and I was like, oh, Jesus, take the wheel. I was getting smashed. So I had to go over to the corner and breathe. I laughed, me and Darren laughed about poor thing. And then, Titans were just like, oh, Tassie Gray wasn't going to move. Rapana wasn't going to move. And then Crystal. So they're like, oh, Jess, you need to go in the middle. I'm like, no, thanks. I don't want to. I didn't have a choice. They're like, go in. I'm like, okay, radio. And then now I'm like, oh, I like this.
Yeah.
And then, like I guess I'm not I'm never going to run straight at anyone. That's for sure. I like to use my footwork. But yeah, it was a different thing. Like I had to put on a bit of weight there, and so I don't get flung. Like I think I came in at around 75 and then tried the 85, but I felt a bit too, heavy there for myself, and then hitting around the 80. But it was a bit of a change. But yeah, now it's like, oh, I went into second row and I'm like, oh no, this is too hard. No thanks.
It's crazy how an extra couple kilos can make such a huge difference, and honestly, probably one of the best transitions, positional transitions for yourself. You're playing absolutely unreal in the middle there. And yeah, like I said, it's actually crazy how like even 3 kilos can make a huge difference between positions.
It does.
Yeah.
I will say as well, okay, you have definitely ran straight at me so many times.
Yeah.
So I don't know about you saying that. Maybe just not at the front rowers, but you've definitely ran straight at me.
Okay, I'm sorry, Gigi. I'm not going to lie, a 9, I will spot a 9. Although I've got to say, Cheeks, you're tackling like previously, like I've run at you, you know, but in Origin, I was like, I said to Taryn afterwards, I was like, fuck me. Sorry. My God, Jess, language. Cheeky's tackling, like she's putting, like, it is so hard, like running at you. Like you can just see, I don't know what you were doing in your off season or whatever. Not that you were ever not a strong tackler, but it was just like, I could feel it, like a massive even like the games. I'm like, okay, yep, not wrong. Yeah,
Thanks, Jess. You're too kind.
Just quickly before you got to get going, there's lots of footy chat, but I know you do a lot of support work outside of footy. Tell us what you want to do. Is that the plan for life after football, or are you currently studying anything at the moment?
Yeah, I do a lot. I'm working with Geordie today, so I'm trying to guess what he's going to wear.
Say hello
I'm thinking
for me.
Roosters, Sharks, and he has an obsession with Broncos and Dragons. But so that's my guess for
Everybody
today.
but Titans by the sound of it.
But I do love like it's just such a rewarding job. Like altogether, I absolutely love it. I was so nervous getting into it. But you know, it's nice doing it with football, because football and a thing of it, like it's so minuscule compared to what people's lives are like. And you know, Jordan coming and picking him up, it's his excitement of the week. He plans his outfits to what he's going to wear for today to pick me up, for me to pick him up. Like it's just so cool to see that. This job just makes them so happy, and being around them. And you know, it'll be interesting to see where football goes. Like, say if we do go full time, how it looks. But for the time being, like I absolutely love just working in this space, and yeah, definitely puts a smile on my face. That's for sure.
Yeah, you make a huge impact, especially with Geordie. He comes down to our tweed trainings and he'll wear anything but tweed gear.
Anything but tweed gear.
Which is so sweet. So, yeah, it's a very rewarding job. Do you think you'll do that after football? Continue that?
I'd love to still have a part in it. And the company I work with, like, shout out WB, but like he's awesome. Like he has on a Tuesday and Thursday, he has me, G Hale and Niall Williams, like working with the boys, like, and that's our crew that we work with. So, and he's really understanding with footy. So yeah, I would love to still, you know, work in that space, for the however long they'll take me.
Oh, nice.
Very nice. And just before you go, engaged, is that correct? Okay.
Yes.
Is that a yes?
Yes, I'm engaged.
Okay. Any plans on a wedding anytime soon?
Oh my God. I can't even organise my life, let alone a wedding. No, I've been with this guy 11 years, and I've been engaged for like 5 or 6 of them. I'm useless. I try. Even with my ankles, both ankles when I got surgery, I was like, okay, this time I'm going to plan a wedding. Didn't. Next time I'm going to plan a wedding now. No, not even close. I don't even know where to begin.
Sounds like an elopement, I reckon. Get out.
Oh, but I want to walk down the aisle and be cute as hell, like going, yes, like walk down the aisle, and like I have a plan, but I don't even know where to start. I'm just hoping someone will take pity on me and be like, I'll just organise it all. You just rock up. And I'm like, amazing. Thank you.
Get a maid of honour to do that, or a wedding planner.
Honestly, that would probably be the smarter idea. Also, actually, have you seen that show? It was on a while ago, but it was where the man or the groom would plan the wedding and he'd get the budget.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No. Like, Love Blake, but absolutely not. That guy is even worse than me, hence why we're not married. I'm like, probably rock up on motorbikes or something. Not a chance.
Oh, thank you so much, Jess, for jumping on the potty. We really appreciate it and for having a chat with us. So I hope you have a really
You guys
good day.
did amazing.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank
Best
you
of luck
so
for the
much.
rest of your season too.
You too, guys, and see you.
Love ya. Bye.
Bye.